Hey everybody, this video brings us out to Charlotte, North Carolina, and we're about to check out something that looks pretty amazing from the outside. This is Sleepy Poet Stuff. This is an antique store, and it's a huge looking antique store. This entire gigantic building here, I'm guessing, is full of all kinds of awesome goodies. I did look up to see what this place looks like online, and from what I saw on Google, it's going to be amazing inside. So I'm not sure what to expect. I don't know, maybe movies, maybe retro toys. I don't know. It's an antique store. I saw cool stuff on Google. I'm excited. Let's go find some antiques. All right, so yes, this is exactly what I was expecting. This place is huge. Look at this, just rows and rows and rows and aisles of nothing but antiques. And again, it looks like actually like the antiques I would want. I mean, yes, there are some antiques like greyhounds and whatnot, but we're not looking for greyhounds. We're looking for antiques like retro toys and whatnot. But according to what I saw online, there were retro toys, there were movies, there were stuff like that. So we're gonna find some good deals today. I have a feeling. Now, I don't collect ceramic mugs, nor do I have any need for them, but I'm really digging these Warner Brother Looney Tunes ones. These are pretty awesome. There's Michigan J. Frog and Elmer Fudd back there. Did you guys know that Michigan J. Frog was not actually named Michigan J. Frog? That's like a newer name that Warner Brothers gave to him after the years of him kind of becoming a little bit of a mascot and them using him more. When he was first ever made for that one really awesome short where he dances around and sings, and then when they actually try to show him off, he doesn't. I love that short. It's amazing. What's the name of that Looney Tunes short? Leave a comment down below. I don't remember the actual name of it, but it's fantastic. But when they actually made him for that short, he didn't have a name. He wasn't a character. I guess they thought they were going to reuse over and over again. So he never had a name. It's a newer name for him. And now you know way too much about Michigan J. Frog. But anyway, these are really, really awesome ceramic mugs. But again, I don't collect ceramic mugs. I don't really have any need for ceramic mugs, but I like those ceramic mugs. We're going to go look at other stuff though. So I had this idea years ago about taking these like communion crosses and actually turning them into like vampire hunting kits, because you could totally do that. I don't know exactly what I would do, but you could definitely turn something like this into a vampire hunting kit. And I come across these every so often out at the flea markets. It would be really awesome to do that. I don't know, put a little like steak in there, maybe some holy water, some garlic powder, something like that. That'd be pretty awesome. They're asking $75 for that. So they're not crazy expensive. And when I do come across these at flea markets and whatnot, they're usually like $10 or something like that. You could charge probably like $150 or something for something like this if you were to turn it into like a vampire hunting kit. It's still something that rattles around in my mind, but I don't know if I have the time to be building vampire hunting kits. Probably not. You guys know how much I love my Disney. In fact, we're actually more than halfway towards Disney from my house right now. Kind of tempted maybe after this North Carolina trip, just heading south instead of heading back north to my home. I don't know. Probably not going to be able to swing that one with the wife, but I'm going to try. So when I see things like this Mickey Mouse Ketchum box, that is pretty cool. Looks like it's an old, like, I guess, fishing tackle box, but I'm guessing for kids. So probably had like a little kid's fishing rod. I don't know, maybe a roller. What do you use for fishing? I've been fishing like once in my life and I don't remember anything about it. So fishing gear, I don't know, whatever you would need for fishing. If you were a kid fishing with Mickey Mouse, whatever you would need is probably in there. I'm assuming that's kind of awesome. I think they're only asking, like, does it say $12? They're only asking $12 for that. Honestly, I don't even know if that has anything in it. $12 seems like a really good deal for that if it was full of whatever was, I guess, supposed to come with it. If it's just by itself, $12 then sounds about right. We have only been here for a few minutes, and I think already we have our Annabelle for the day. Look at that Larry. That is horrifyingly disturbing. So these are clearly Three Stooges, I guess, hand puppets. The Moe and the Curly, or is that Shem? I think that's Curly. The Moe and the Curly are not too disturbing. I mean, they're not great either, but they're not absolutely horrifying. But that Larry, that is freaking me out. Why do they design those like that? I guess maybe to haunt your nights. I have no idea. Those would not be allowed in my house, because I know those would get up in the middle of the night and try to murder me. Those are disturbing. Nope, never mind. I take back everything I just said about the Larry. That right there is our Annabelle for the day, and I'm gonna be walking this way. That is terrifying, and if it starts following me, you know what? Don't let me know. I don't want to know. That thing's freaking me out. So as I've explained to you guys in the past, I'm just a big fan of collections in general. Any kind of collection. I don't care what it is you collect. I want to see pictures of it, because I'm going to be intrigued, I'm going to be fascinated, and I'm going to want to hear more about your collecting. So when I see a collection of whistles, I'm kind of blown away. This is really, really neat. At first, I wasn't quite sure what I was looking at, and then I realized every single one of these is a whistle. They got plastic whistles, they've got tin whistles, they've got, you know, your typical metal whistles. These are really awesome. Look at the whole set there of plastic whistles. These are really, really cool. Again, like, do I have any interest in whistles? Do I collect whistles? Do I find them necessarily fascinating? Not by themselves, but in a collection, yes, I do find these fascinating. This is awesome. So somebody out there clearly had an amazing whistle collection, and I guess had to part ways with it, but that is really awesome. Whistle collection. I've never seen one of those before. I'm intrigued. I want to know more. So I'm thinking what I should really be on the hunt for in this antique store is Figment, because anytime I head more southern than Pennsylvania, I always think, well, I'm closer to Walt Disney World, which means I'm closer to Figment, so I should be able to find more Figment merchandise. I don't think that's actually how it works, but I'm going to tell myself that's how it works, and I'm going to hope to find some Figment today. That's what I'm really on the hunt for. I mean, yes, movies, retro toys, stuff like that, definitely, but Figment merchandise, that's what I really want today. So at first I was taken back by this stand because of all the amazing books they have. Lots of really cool Stephen King books and other cool horror books. There's like a novelization of Trick or Treat. That's pretty cool. So yeah, definitely digging all the books, including this really awesome Transformers coloring book. That is really cool. What are you asking on that? Only $4. Not bad. That's pretty cool. If it was GoBots, it would be cooler, but still, Transformers, pretty awesome. But then I looked down and saw this right here. This is something I never had as a kid. This is a Micro Machines, well, it just says playset and vehicles, but this is like the Army playset. I never had this. What I had was the Super Van City Micro Machines. I had the Super Van City, which I guess is just the city version of this. I never knew they made an Army version of Super Van City. That is really cool, and I kind of want to have the Army version now. So I miss my Micro Machines. Micro Machines were the coolest toys back in the day. I had so many of them. My grandmother like hand stitched me like these play sets and stuff too, because I was so into my Micro Machines. Yeah, that's awesome. 40 bucks for that? I don't know. It doesn't seem like a horrible deal. Does it come with vehicles? I don't actually see any vehicles in here. I don't know. If it actually came with like little vehicles, that'd be cool. But I don't know, $40 for something I really don't need, but I just want. Again, this is why I don't collect toys, because I want all of this stuff. And I'd be broke, even more so than I already am. And I think I may have just found the section of the antique store that's gonna get me in real trouble. It's the toy section, apparently. I'm seeing things like Castle Grayskull, and they got Batman, they got Rugrats, they've got etched glasses, of course, Funko Pops that I'll be staying far, far away from. All kinds of really awesome dolls. There are Furbies over here. They've got troll dolls. I told you guys, I used to collect troll dolls. I should not get back into collecting these, but there's just so much cool and amazing stuff over here. Oh my gosh, look at the Greedo. That's really awesome. If I'm gonna find Figment, this might be where it happens. I don't know. Fingers crossed on the Figment, but in the meantime, I'm just gonna drool over all the amazing toys that I want to collect, but I don't collect for, because again, if I did, oh, I'd be in so much trouble right now. All right, so I'm gonna take this as a sign that we're getting a little bit closer to Figment, because we do have some Disney lounge flies down here. Look at the really awesome Steamboat Willie bag. That's really, really cool. And I'm also seeing some Mickey ears up here as well. So we got some park merchandise and other park stuff as well, like the Skyliner pop. That's pretty awesome. I know. I said I'm staying far away from pops. I just touched it, but I'm not gonna buy it. They've also got these other really cool like vinyl figures up here. There's the Lion King. Still brand new factory sealed masterpiece VHS. What's exclusive deluxe video edition release. That's pretty cool. Snow White dolls. All right, I'm seeing Disney. I'm not seeing Figment yet, but I am seeing Disney. Unfortunately, no Figment yet. That's the key word. No Figment yet, but I am finding some awesome wuzzles. These are really cool. I don't usually come across all these different figures very often. It's usually like the same plush over and over again, but I don't usually see the hippo bunny guy and butter bear, maybe? I have no idea. Honestly, I forget the names of these characters. Here's the monkey rhino dude. I mean, these are so cool. It is awesome to see these. Only 17 bucks a piece. I mean, that seems like a pretty good deal on these. Yeah, kind of tempted to pick these up, but again, I don't need to get into collecting Disney plush. That would be a horrible, horrible idea. So Wuzzle's awesome to see, but again, where's the Figment plush? All right, so we left the toy area, unfortunately, with no Figment in hand, but over here they do have a bunch of Disney clamshells, though. I'm a little hesitant to see what they're asking on these. $5 a piece. Look, people who sell antiques, I know they're Disney clamshells. I know that if you go on places like Facebook, there are all kinds of posts saying these are worth millions of dollars. They're not actually worth that much. These are like 25 cents a piece. They're kind of a dime a dozen, so $5, a little expensive for those. If they were brand new factory sealed though, $5 actually would be a pretty good deal. But open like that, $5? No. I'm not entirely sure if it's in working condition, but they do have this Kodak movie projector down here for only $20. Honestly, $20 for a film projector, that's a pretty good deal. Though the last thing I need is yet another film projector. I have about 50,000 of these in a closet at home, as I told you guys before, and I don't need any more. But at $20, I mean, it's kind of tempting if this was in working condition. I'm assuming this is probably 8mm, probably not Super 8, probably 8mm. But again, $20, if in working condition, is a really good deal for that. But I don't use the ones I have, and I have too many, and I should actually probably sell some of the ones I have. So I'm gonna pass on that. Maybe I should really start thinking about doing something like this, setting up a booth inside an antique store where I just price stuff out and then have somebody else sell it for me. I mean, it doesn't sound like a horrible idea. In fact, I could set up right here the new Cinema Sickness stand inside the antique store here in North Carolina. That would be a little bit of a drive, but honestly, this place is really packed. I mean, I've been having a hard time filming due to the amount of people that are inside this place. So honestly, maybe setting up a booth in North Carolina. I mean, again, long distance, but maybe it'd actually be worth it because I think things would sell here. As somebody who literally has a degree in photography, I'm really digging these bags. They're pretty awesome. What are these tune packs? I don't know what they're selling these for. It looks like $25. Not a bad deal on these. Unfortunately, they don't actually like zipper or anything like that, and I can't do a bag that just like snaps shut. I'm just terrified that everything I have inside there is gonna fall out. I'm either gonna be stupid and dump it upside down, or I'm gonna take it to Disney and go on a roller coaster or something, and nothing's gonna stay inside there. So I just can't do these. I also don't really need another bag, but if this zippered, yeah, I might have actually bought one of these. I know I keep telling you guys that movie posters are one of the last things in the world I have room for because I don't have any wall space down in the library. Although I am seeing one that is definitely speaking to me. Look at this. It is freaks. Honestly, I don't have room for it, but I kind of want to make room for a Freaks poster. That is really awesome. One of my all-time favorite movies. I was gonna say horror movie, but it usually gets put into horror, but I don't know. It's kind of horror. It's kind of not, but it's kind of amazing, and I really dig that poster. But I have room for one poster and one poster only, and of course, it's my Spice World poster. But I really want that one too. All right, here we go. Finally, we have a whole boatload of movies. It does look to be like a bunch of VHS, but I'm okay with that, especially when I see things like this, Bikini Car Wash Company 2. That is pretty awesome. They're asking $10 for this. I mean, not a horrible deal. That's pretty amazing. I'm seeing a whole bunch of like sci-fi and horror in here as well. I mean, Tarantula, The Amazing Colossal Man. It's just, again, so much awesome stuff. I don't really see much in the way of anything I necessarily need. I mean, maybe with the exception of Bikini Car Wash Company 2. Again, very tempting. They also have some music up here, and I do see things like Prodigy. I don't have this album. $5 for that? Again, not terrible. So I don't know. Unfortunately, nothing that's really like jumping out at me that I absolutely 100% have to have, but we'll see how the rest of the antique store goes. And if I can't find anything else, I might be coming back here and buying some VHS and CDs, maybe. For a brief moment, I almost got really excited about something Disney, though unfortunately not Figment, but still pretty awesome. It's some Song of the South, Splash Mountain, Brer Fox. That is cool. A Brer Fox ceramic figure for only $8. Honestly, at that price, I was gonna pick this up and resell it because that is really, really cool. But then I realized I think his hand has actually been like repainted and it's been broken right there. So I don't know. I see like a paintbrush in his hand. Maybe he was holding like a paint bucket or something at one point. I don't know, but it does unfortunately appear to be broken, so that's probably why it's only $8. Yeah, this is in minty condition for $8. I would have been buying that for my store. There's a few more DVDs and VHS tapes here next to the rather minty looking, but ooh, I'm making him talk. Next to the rather minty looking and still talking Barney plush. That's pretty cool, though. I don't necessarily see anything I need. They got these Wild Wolves releases by PBS. I want to say I actually already have that. Some South Park releases, Drumline. So, all right, some interesting movies. It's just not movies I actually need. You see, it's things like this that just keep getting my hopes up. I come across stuff like this amazing Disney Parks popcorn bucket. That's pretty awesome. And I keep thinking, all right, well, this is it. This is the stand that's going to have all the amazing Disney Parks merchandise, including Figment merchandise. And then I realized that pretty much this is the only Disney Parks merchandise they have within the entire stand. So awesome popcorn bucket. I do love me a good Disney popcorn bucket, but other than the Figment popcorn bucket, which I already have, and I don't collect those. Actually, I take that back. This stand does have one other piece of Disney Parks merchandise. They have this Disney ornament here. This is from 2000, the Millennium Celebration. And look at that. There's Spaceship Earth right there, plastered right in the middle. That's Epcot right there, which, of course, as we all know, Figment is the mascot for. But there's no Figment on here. It's just the Disney characters. And look, I love me some classic Disney characters. But if you're going to plaster Spaceship Earth all over an ornament, why not have Figment flying around it? That close. All right, guys, so unfortunately empty-handed. That is going to do it for the Sleepy Poet Stuff Antique Mall. This place was awesome. It was amazing. I mean, it's huge. There were so many cool antiques in there. I saw a lot of really awesome stuff, though unfortunately no Figment. I'm still holding out that there probably was a Figment something in there, but I just happened to miss it. I don't know. That's what I'm going to keep telling myself. I'm not sure, but there's probably Figment in there. Anyway, did not find any, unfortunately. And as far as that Bikini Car Wash Company 2 VHS tape was concerned, turns out you can actually get the first movie and the second movie together for pretty cheap on Amazon Prime on DVD, so I'm going to have to order those. Going to pass on the VHS. And that Prodigy CD, I actually already owned it. Did not realize that. So did not need those. Would have loved to have shown my support and actually bought something, but sadly just didn't see anything I wanted. Still, amazing store. If you're in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, definitely get out here, check it out. You'll probably find something pretty cool because you're not as picky as me, and maybe you collect a whole lot of stuff and not just a few random select things that you can never actually find any of. So anyway, guys, again, that's it. So as always, thank you all so much for checking out this video. Be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, check down below for links to Patreon, Spreadshirt, and the Cinema Sickness store. It came from Cinema Sickness. And also check down below for a link to my second channel, What's with Dave Today, for all kinds of other fun adventures, some of them featuring North Carolina. So definitely check that out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one, guys. Bye.